special visitors. I know that we do have a quorum, and I'm going to ask that we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Can I get an approval of the minutes from December 19, 2023?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. Moved and seconded on the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, any correspondence?
An invitation to the Valley Stream Council of PTA's legislative breakfast was received, and an invitation to the Wheeler Avenue PTA Founders Day celebration was received. An email correspondence was received from Diane Petrone, Nicole Palazzolo, Lauren DiMartino, Oceana Diodato, and Camille Benicasabelli.
Thank you. Okay. We have no visitors for the first comment period. I'd like to turn this meeting over to the superintendent and our special visitors.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight we have what's become our annual technology showcase, but tonight I'm going to call it the student showcase. And Mr. Mango has organized a presentation with Mrs. Gary, our new gifted and talented teacher. And also we're going to be highlighting some of our special clubs tonight. And I believe Mr. Mullen and Mrs. Taviera are here for that as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Mango.
Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrea DeMango. I'm the Director of Instructional Technology and Innovation here at Valley Stream 13. I am excited to be here with you tonight for two presentations. First, we will hear from our students regarding innovation in education. And second, some of our teachers are here to share information about the extracurricular clubs they run. Typically at this February Board of Education business meeting, we demonstrate a sample lesson from our Innovation Lab curriculum, but this evening we are going to focus on another component of STEAM instruction offered here at Valley Stream 13. Every fourth grader in our district participates in a STEAM enrichment push-in lesson taking place in their regular classroom under the guidance of the district's new gifted and talented teacher, Miss Ashley Gary. This STEAM push-in model brings enrichment to all. It is my pleasure to supervise Ms. Gary in this endeavor. Ms. Gary has designed a curriculum that expertly builds upon students' prior knowledge, focusing on the attainment and application of specific new vocabulary in each of 10 lessons delivered once a week. Students develop ownership over new terms through hands-on practice, and content is directly tied to the fourth grade science standards on force, motion, and speed. The learning opportunity this affords our students and the sheer energy in the room when the students are collaborating makes my teacher heart happy. I should also add, this curriculum was recognized for excellence by the Hawaii University International STEAM Conference. It is my pleasure to introduce the stars of this evening, Ms. Gary, and who's beginning for us? Come on up.
Good evening, all. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My name is Zara.
And my name is Ariana.
And we attend Wheeler Avenue Elementary School. We have a wonderful presentation for you about 4th grade STEAM push-ins.
My name is Peyton, and I attend Howell Road Elementary School. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Mathematics. Tonight, you will see a showcase of STEAM push-ins with Ms. Gary. Enjoy the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Ms. Gary, Ashley Gary. I am the 4th grade STEAM educator and the gifted and talented teacher here in Valley Stream 13. Tonight's presentation, I have an introduction to the STEAM program. As Ms. Domingo said, I push into all 4 elementary schools, James A. Deaver, Willow Road, Howell Road, and Wheeler Avenue. Each school has 10 weeks and each class is 50 minutes long. So I started the year at Deaver and Willow on Mondays and Fridays, and currently I'm at Howell and Wheeler on Mondays and Fridays. The purpose of the STEAM program is to gain exposure to the different STEAM concepts, as well as to invoke curiosity and interest in the STEAM topics. Something I love about the STEAM curriculum is that I'm able to embed 21st century skills such as collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Something else that's added into the curriculum is the academic vocabulary words. So if you hear your 4th grader at home using the words like momentum and elevation and acceleration, now you know that they learned it from the STEAM Push-In program. Each of the lessons do have a clear objective. So for example, we're using those vocabulary words like accelerate a marble through a loop using momentum. So not only are the students learning the vocabulary words, but they're engaging in hands-on activities. And lastly, the lessons always conclude with a reflection. So what was the toughest challenge? How did you overcome it? So students are able to reflect on their learning. So how do we implement the STEAM curriculum? We use something called Gravitrax, which is essentially creating marble runs or mini marble roller coasters. And I'll let Hannah come on up and share something that she learned during STEAM.
My name is Hannah and I attended James A. Deaver Elementary School. During STEAM, I learned how to communicate successfully with my classmates and that sometimes you have to think outside the box to succeed. Also, I learned that if at first you don't succeed, try again. Thank you.
Something that has been really wonderful to watch is that the STEAM lessons do move from simple to complex. So as we have up here, and we will demonstrate in just a few moments, the lessons do start with just one hexagon board. Students are building a simple inclined plane. They're learning about how momentum works. They're learning how to accelerate a marble uphill. And then as the weeks go on, they're getting introduced to things like magnetic cannons and vortexes, elevators, and 3D printed pieces that are printed at Willow Road with the 3D printer. So let's have Chrisette, please come up.
Good evening. My name is Chrisette, and I'm a 4th grade student at Howell Road Elementary School. I learned how to build momentum using Gravitrax by elevating height tiles and creating inclined planes. If the Gravitrax does not work the first time, you may need to adjust your pieces to get more momentum. Thank you for listening to me.
And if I could just ask Ariana and Zara to please come up and demo our first marble run. Nicely done, thank you guys. So as you can see, they start off very simple, and then let's have Jace come on up, please.
My name is Chase, and I am a 4th grade student at Willow Road. During the STEAM Push-In program with Ms. Gary, I learned that an object in motion has momentum, and all moving objects have momentum. I learned how to be creative and think of new ideas. I also learned how to problem solve when faced with a tough challenge. Thank you.
And Lily.
My name is Lily and I am a 4th grader at James A. Deaver Elementary School. My favorite Gravitrax piece is the magnetic cannon because it gives the marble momentum to accelerate uphill. We have built this track tonight for you to see. Thank you.
And Lucas, can you come up and demo the second track, please? So they created a double track. Nicely done. Thank you. All right. This is one example of a sample lesson. Don't worry if it feels like a lot, I'll walk you through it. This is an example of session number 7. On the top left, you'll see it's the drop coaster challenge. So students have moved on from just creating momentum, and now they're learning about drops and levels. So again, there's clear objectives. They're going to analyze how the height and arrangement of the hexagon plates affect the marble's journey. There are always new pieces every time I go into push in for STEAM. And I love when I walk into the classroom and the students are like, what piece is this time? So in this lesson, it is the vortex and the free fall, and the drops can change the marble's speed and direction. I like to tie this into the real world of engineering. So in the real world, speedy deliveries happen. Engineers need to create design systems for fast and efficient deliveries like laundry chute or like mail delivery system. So just like engineers in the real world, our 4th grade engineers need to work under certain constraints. So there's a time limit, there's a certain number of piece limit, and then there's always a challenge. And we'll have Gianluca and then Gerlene come on up and share.
My name is Gianluca and I'm a 4th grade student at Willow Road. During STEAM, I learned a lot about gravity and how it affects objects on Earth and pieces in Gravitrax. Also, I learned that gravity is an invisible force that pulls objects toward each other. At the end of our presentation, we invite you up to take a look at the power of gravity.
My name is Gerlene and I attend Willow Road Elementary School. My favorite piece was the vortex because it slowed down the marble as it spun around in a circle before it dropped to another level. The STEAM Pushing program taught me the importance of working well with others and being creative. Thank you.
And Gerlene, do you want to just push? Yep. That's okay, reset it, we can try it one more time. Good, come on up. Make sure everything's reset. That's okay. Nice try. So as you can see, the marble runs almost always work, but sometimes they don't, and that's why sometimes they have to try again and adjust things and reset. Part of the engineering STEAM lessons is exactly that, the engineering design process. I promise I did not make that purposefully. So students identify the problem, brainstorm, and design their track as a group. Again, step 4 says to build, test, and evaluate, and redesign. It doesn't always work on the first try. Students may need to rebuild and try again. So let's have Sebastian come on up.
My name is Sebastian and I am from Willow Road. As a 4th grade engineer, our original plan did not always work.
we wanted to. We needed to resign, rebuild, and retest our track many times. We would think of new ideas and problem solve in order to have the marble reach the end.
My name is Christopher. STEAM helped me get along with my classmates. I loved being able to show our team's marble run with a gallery walk to my friends and teachers at the end of each class.
So again, the clear objectives lead to the student engagement and success. Something I love about this is that at the end of class, when students are done building, not only do they get to showcase their marble runs to their teachers and myself, but also to their classmates. And you can see just how interested they are. They get new ideas and they're more creative once they see their classmates' designs. So before we go, let's just do one more demo. This is with drops, elevators, magnetic hands. Nicely done. We invite you up at the end of the presentation to feel free to experiment with the Gravitrax. And lastly, after the 10 weeks of the STEAM Push-In program, students are given a Google Form reflection survey where they're able to reflect on what they learned, what they liked, what they disliked, how they grew, a problem that they overcame. And instead of myself sharing some of their Google Form reflection, we do have the students here to share it themselves. So if you're sharing a reflection, can you please come up?
Hi everyone, my name is Demetra and I'm a student at James A. Deaver Elementary School. During STEAM class, sometimes our marble didn't build enough momentum, but me and my team overcame it by working together and finding other pieces to use. For example, we could use a hammer or a magnetic cannon to accelerate the marble. Thank you.
My name is Lucas from Willow Road, and STEAM lessons helped me believe in myself.
My name is Colin and I am a 4th grade student at James A. Deaver Elementary School. During STEAM, I have grown a lot and have learned to not give up on little things.
My name is VJ, and I'm from James A. Deaver Elementary School. Gravitrax lessons have helped me overcome working with a team and helping others. One thing I admire is that this was educational and fun. Miss Gary made this very educational on Newton's 3 laws of motion. Thank you. I'm Marina from James A. Deaver Elementary School. STEAM lessons with Gravitrax helped me learn about how to solve disagreements with my classmates. An example of this is when my team worked on the track, we had to discuss how the marble run would start and end. Also, sometimes we built multiple marble tracks, so it was important to work together to fit the pieces together like a puzzle.
And I just want to say thank you to all the 4th graders who came here tonight. They actually built all of these marble runs here tonight. Thank you for all of your commitment during STEAM classes. I also want to thank the Board of Education for letting me speak here tonight and the administration. And I forgot to mention that if your student comes home with one of these certificates, it's because they did complete the STEAM program. So students in Deaver and Willow have received the certificates, and Wheeler and Howell will be completing the STEAM Push-In soon. I really have been enjoying this so much, and I look forward to many more STEAM Push-Ins in the future at Valley Stream 13. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much, Ms. Gary. Thank you, boys and girls. Excellent job. Does the board have any questions about this segment? Yeah.
Can we try to get this one to work? Yeah, please. Come on, guys. Who worked on that one?
I invite you up now, the board can come up and take a look, and then parents before we leave for the night.
Because I know you can do it. It was this one. Yes, you said this one. It was so close. Why is everyone someone sent this one out?
Is that one always working now?
It worked before.
You did it.
It worked. Thanks, guys. He just wants to touch it. I know.
All right, we do have one more part of our presentation this evening. I know we're having a ball.
All right, guys, thank you.
So we have many extracurricular clubs in Valley Stream 13, but we did want to showcase just 3. I'll let everybody take their seat. Thank you. Oh, so we're going to begin with Miss Gary again. She was coming anyway, so we said, why don't you share your information about your STEAM club? And I know she has one student, and then we will also hear from Ms. Tavera on Broadcast Club at Deaver, and Mr. Mullen on Comic Book Club and the Joy Reading. Okay, Ms. Gary?
Yeah, you're in C Club. You can come on up.
I didn't introduce myself, but I think now we know. I also co-lead the Academic STEAM Club at Willow Road. There we go. Yeah. I co-lead this club with Miss Emily Salerno. Our task is,
Sorry, I couldn't see.
In the STEAM Club, not only do we have some challenges, but we are working on a long-term project where students were targeting a PT or OT skill that we could then donate to the PT and OT program at Willow Road. And this group of boys decided to make a basketball hoop, but I'll let Devin talk about it.
Good evening, my name is Devin and I am a 4th grade student at Willow Road and a member of STEAM Club. During STEAM Club, we learn about how to bring our creative ideas to life. I enjoy designing and building this basketball hoop with my friends in the club. I feel happy knowing that I will donate it to someone at Willow Road who can benefit from playing with it. Lastly, we enjoy doing STEAM Club challenges and completing long-term projects in the club. Thank you.
So they created a basketball hoop. We give a little demo.
What's going on?
That's over there.
You never heard the woo? You can't laugh. Everybody was laughing at everybody.
All right, thank you, boys. I'd like to invite Mr. Barrett.
I couldn't see. Here. I'm moving over here now. Colin, how are you?
Hello, so I thought that maybe my broadcast news club had been running for about 3 years, so I looked back at my Google Drive and realized it's been around almost as long as my Google Drive. Since 2014, I had been won an iPad from a grant that I applied for, and with that, learned how to use iMovie along with my students, and we now use all of the editing features, which I'll show you. So I'm a speech therapist here in the district, and I predominantly spend my day with students with speech and language goals, but as everyone knows, speech is the main part of public speaking, and I love to be a part of the Deaver and the Valley Stream 13 community. So we put together the Broadcast News Club, where students learn all different roles, and I tell every student, join the club. If you don't want to be in front of the camera, there's many roles behind, and I can tell you I've almost never seen a student take some kind of risk and put themselves in front of the camera by the end. So we have a little video that we can show that the students were able to put together. It's coming up. Just getting the sound ready. But, so the students take on roles. I try to take as little participation as I can in choosing which negative news segments happen. Which news segments happen. So it can be a little bit Roblox and Minecraft heavy sometimes, but the students know what their classmates want to see. Good?
Welcome to Deaver 13 News. Are you guys having fun at scooter hockey? I know, I am. What team are you guys on? I'm on the Jaguars. I'm on the Little Lions. My team is the Pink Flamingos. My team is the Doritos. With no eyes. I don't know what. No idea.
I have an Arctic Fox fun fact. Fun fact. Did you know that Arctic foxes change their coat from white in the winter to brown in the summer? Because they're trying to blend into their surroundings better. It's cold. Each day will be getting colder. Don't forget your jacket.
Nice catch.
Hello, do you know about Broadcast Club? Well, you can still join if you want to. So if you have the free time to get in Broadcast Club, join. Hey, Ayan, did you know there's some winter holidays coming up? No, what are some? Well, I celebrate Hanukkah. What do you celebrate? Christmas. What do you guys celebrate? Hi, second graders and third graders. Next year you will have a sports club. You will have so much fun. You will play sports you want. You name a sport, you get the sport. Have fun. The horse say after a trip. I don't know what the horse said. Help! I fell and I can't giddy up. December 5th, in 1848, President James K. Polk triggered the gold rush of 1849 by confirming that gold had been discovered in California.
Thank you for watching Fever 13.
So each week they have different topics that they talk about. They have to create their own set list of what they will talk about. They have to plan their time accordingly. They have to choose their backgrounds, and they learn about outtakes and all the different challenges that come with putting together a broadcast. I also should say it's 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, typically very heavy on the 4th grade. That's the first year that they're able to join. Thank you, Mrs. Rivera. Mr. Mullen?
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tom Mullen. I'm the Library Media Specialist here at Deaver. Just wanted to show you a little bit about the 2 clubs that I run here in the library. So my 2 clubs that I'm actually very proud of are my Comic Book Club and my Joy of Reading Club. I actually have one of my students right there, Marina, who is in my Comic Book Club. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about each one of them very quickly. So my Comic Book Club is actually in the 3rd year running. So I've been doing this for about 3 years. It is hosted on Monday afternoons. It is open to all 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, and I have over 40 attending students every Monday. So it is a big club. What we do everything kind of based on graphic novels and comic books. We create our own. We create our own comics. We create our own superheroes. We read comics. We read graphic novels. Right? Marina likes to crawl up in the window seat and read a nice comic book or graphic novel. We also talk about how graphic novels are considered real books. Right? I don't care what anybody says, they are real books. They really help improve literacy in students, especially with struggling and reluctant readers. Excuse me. We also do digital comics. So a lot of our students bring their Chromebooks and they can create something like this. This is done with one of my students right there. I also host the Joy of Reading Club, which is hosted, this is the 2nd year running. It is hosted on Thursday mornings. It is open to all 2nd and 3rd grade students, and I have between 12 and 16 attending students. At the Joy of Reading Club is we find any kind of joy out of a book, whether it's the illustrations, whether it's the written word. We talk about it, we try to relate personal experiences to the book, and we create characters for the books. We also do things like Mad Libs, and we do how to draw, and we play Blue-Kits based on characters, and we read a different type of book every week. So these are the clubs that I host that I hope to continue, and that's really it. So thank you very much for
Thank you, Mr. Mullen. Does the board have any questions about this portion of the presentation? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause to the ladies and gentlemen who came out tonight, and Mr. Mullen, Ms. Rivera, and Ms. Gary. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Domingo, and all the teachers and all the kids, and thank you to the parents who brought everybody out tonight. And we know it's late, and hopefully you don't have homework. You can.
What? Did you say they don't have to do homework?
I didn't say that. But thank you for coming, and you can stay. love to have you sit, but
All right, I gotta go to work.
This is your work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm trying to be hers. What?
I wouldn't be shocked. Great job,
Oh, sir, appreciate it. That was close. But that shot I took, I got it in the bottom. That was good. And I thought I got off in. I mentioned. Imagine I went like this.
ready to
I'm gonna-
move on. We're going to continue with the superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Oliveri. Good evening, and welcome to the February meeting of the Board of Education. I hope everyone had a relaxing and rejuvenating winter recess. It was really nice to see everyone back yesterday, well-rested and ready to learn. As superintendent, I have shared my goal that Valley Stream 13 be considered a best place to work and a best place to learn. We also share a common goal of ensuring that every student is successful, because we are all here for the kids. Transparency and communication are important to us, which is why we keep our website and communications as up to date as possible. To work together effectively, it is important that we address concerns in the most productive manner, so I would remind everyone that the best way forward is through the chain of command. The chain of command process can be found on the district website and is available in print at every board meeting. Generally, teachers are the first link in the chain, moving on to the building principal and then to central office. Should a concern still exist, you are welcome to reach out to me anytime, either by calling the office or by email. And all of our emails and phone numbers are listed on the district website. Everyone is welcome to speak during the public comment period of the monthly business meeting. Should you choose to speak in public, I would ask that commentators refrain from including information about students, whether your own child or someone else's. Student confidentiality is extremely important. At last month's meeting, concerns were raised regarding the qualifications of district employees. While the performance of any one employee is generally a confidential personnel matter, it is important to be clear that all district administrators are required to be qualified for their position through certification requirements outlined by the New York State Education Department. All of our administrators possess one of 3 certifications that qualify administrators in New York State: either the School Business Official Certification, the School Building Administrator Certification, or the School District Administrator Certification. Additionally, we have a district hiring protocol that is used to fill positions that are not promotional. Representative hiring committees are used as part of this process, and varied stakeholders participate, including parents, staff, teachers, and administrators. District administrators have been through this extensive process that reviews their qualifications, experience, and commitment to our educational mission. Our administrators bring a wealth of expertise and dedication to their roles, ensuring the highest standards of leadership and service to our district. Today, 2 hiring committees met candidates for the open position of Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Successful candidates will move forward and take part in a second round of interviews with district administrators next week, and after that, with the Board of Education. At this time, we are on schedule with the timeline that I previously shared on Parent Square of making an appointment for this position at the March Board of Education meeting. As a reminder, community members will find that we have a community notification sign up on our website to allow you to receive periodic alerts about the district, such as Board of Education meeting notifications. I encourage anyone who is interested in learning more to reach out directly or join the notification list. Families with students do not need to join this list, as you are automatically included in our Parent Square communications. Thank you, President Oliveri. That concludes the report of the superintendent.
Thank you, Dr. LaRocca. I'm going to move on to the Education Committee. Vice President Cavalieri.
I move item 1, memorandum of agreement, VSBA, be it resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby ratifies the memorandum of agreement with the Valley Stream Teachers Association Local 1633, dated February 8, 2024, for the period of July 1st, 2023 through June 30, 2026.
Second. Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I move as a consent agenda number 1 through 10, taking out item 5. So 1 through 4, and then 6 through 10.
Second. Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 1 through 4, 6 through 10. Item number 5, Mr. Shishko.
Can I get a motion to amend resolution number 5 under that agenda? I think it's just to strike the last sentence in its entirety.
The first sentence.
To strike the first sentence that begins to appoint Brianna Savala and ends with unless sooner terminated.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. On the question. Oh, wait, I didn't get a second. I got it, so moved, sorry.
Second.
Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And now the vote on the actual resolution.
Resolution 5 has been amended. Now, motion number 5 as amended needs to be moved.
Move item 5 as amended.
Second.
Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Amended motion 5 carries.
That concludes.
No, we have an addition.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Shishko, we have an addition to the Ed Committee agenda.
May I ask for a motion to amend the agenda to add the following resolution? Resolve the Board of Education hereby appoints James Svensson as interim assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction for the period of February 28, 2024 through June 30, 2024, at a daily rate of $1,000 per workday, and hereby authorizes the board president to execute an agreement memorializing the terms and conditions of such admirable employment to be prepared by council.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Now we have to vote on the added item to the Education Committee agenda.
So
Moved
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. I think that's it for Ed Committee, right?
That concludes it.
Thank you. We're going to move on to Business Committee. Trustee Farrell.
Good evening, everyone. I move items 1 through 5 as a consent agenda.
Second. Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda carries. I think that's it, right, Patty?
That's it. I'm sorry, yes.
Any report for the Business Committee?
No.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Working on the budget.
I know, you have your movement next month. Policy Committee, Trustee Vicente.
Thank you, Madam President. Listed is item number 1 for first reading, policy 100, non-discrimination and equal opportunity. 110, sexual harassment introduction. 110.1, sexual harassment of students, new. 110.1R, sexual harassment of students regulation. 110.2, sexual harassment in the workplace. 110.2E, sexual harassment in the workplace exhibit. And 115E, student bullying and harassment complaint form. As item number 2, policy for second reading and adoptions, I move the following items for approval. Policy 4821, school ceremonies, observations. Policy 5225, student personnel expression. Policy 5605, student voter registration and pre-registration. Policy 6710, purchasing authority. Policy 8210.1, use of the surveillance cameras on school property. And policy 9520.6, policy on the rights of employees to express breast milk in the workplace.
Second.
Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And that concludes the policy committee report. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Moving on to facilities. Vice President Cavallari, anything to report?
Facilities Committee did meet today with IT and security. We did have a lengthy discussion. Due to the sensitivity of the discussion, I cannot share.
Understood. How about committee of the whole?
Committee of the whole. Okay. Move as a consent agenda, consent 1 through 6.
Second.
Moved and seconded. On the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda carries. That's it for committee of the whole.
Yes.
Report of the attorney, Mr. Shishko.
Good evening. Tonight I'll provide the district clerk with a report on a commissioner's appeal in which our office successfully defended a school district. An individual who ran for the school board challenged the results of the election on the basis that certain votes were not included in the final tally, and the commissioner ruled that unless the not including the final votes in the tally would have affected the result of the election, that the matter had to be dismissed. They did not affect the outcome of the election, so the matter was dismissed.
Thank you. High school report.
Yes.
Trustee Farrell.
At Central High School, the Athletes Helping Athletes Club visited Wheeler Avenue School, where the athletes connected with the kids and advised them on how to make good decisions both on and off the field and in the classroom. At South, the high school, the club donated food baskets to those in need for the holiday season. The North Stop Club visited Bethany House in Baldwin, which is a nonprofit that provides housing and aid to single moms in need. They prepared a dinner and they enjoyed craft making and played games with the kids. The Central High School District will be partnering with Nassau Community College to offer seniors the opportunity to concurrently be enrolled in the district and Nassau Community College, attending classes full-time at the college and still being able to participate in extracurricular activities at their home school. The dance concert is March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd at Keller Auditorium. Tickets are $15 each. And the District Music Festival will be held on April 4th this year at Carnegie Hall. More information is on the district website.
Thank you. Sounds like we're all good things at the high school. Any old business before the board? Any new business before the board?
Yes. So I'd like to find out if it's the consensus of the board for the administration to consider the bus proposal that I emailed everyone like a week and a half ago. And the numbers kind of show that we could actually save after the first year approximately $2.7 million a year.
Sure, I'll ask everybody. Trustee Farrell.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Trustee Benelli asked if I could get a consensus of the board whether they would like to review his bus proposal.
But I'd like to just add to that so it's clear. This proposal, has very little impact on the tax levy and the budget, would draw upon the capital reserve fund, which requires the public to vote on a referendum. So there is time constraints on this proposal. I just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so based on that, when the capital reserve proposition was approved by the voters, 2018-19, we had to specifically put what we were going to use it for. I have a copy here which states that the Capital Reserve Proposition 2 seeks approval from the residents to continue implementing our 5-year capital plan by establishing a new capital reserve fund. A capital reserve is a long-term planning account to finance future capital projects if approved by the residents. The district would be authorized to save funds to finance future renovations, including but not limited to the reconstruction of current facilities, addition of instructional classrooms, replacement of air handling units, and security enhancements to address many of the security concerns raised in the wake of recent tragedies in schools throughout the nation. The district is seeking approval to establish the fund in an amount not to exceed $10 million for a term of 10 years. The source of the funds for the capital reserve will be unappropriated fund balance and excess revenue. So when the voters approved that, it was approved for those reasons only. So in that, I do not believe that we would be able to take Trustee Benelli's consideration of the money from that capital reserve.
My understanding is that the one that you're talking about from 2018, that doesn't prevent, well, maybe the attorney should feel that, but that doesn't prevent the
Okay,
board
we'll
from
put
voting
the
on a
cart before the
resolution
horse
to
right
use
now.
insurance funds.
Do we want to even delve into this further, is what I'm asking. And as Trustee Benelli said, if we agree that we do, we have to do it quickly if we would like to get it done for this budget cycle, obviously, because we all know that the budget process begins at the beginning of the year, which was July. So this is like a late entry. So yes or no?
No, I do not think we have enough time for it
But
to be looked at.
are we not considering other proposals to put on the ballot?
Such as what?
So I'm going to stop you, that's a no, before you say stop, you should. We explain that.
Okay, so Patty, consensus is no. Trustee Vicente?
Madam President, it is a no for me because we need to do an accurate cost analysis before this board agrees on anything. We have to look at all the details. This proposal presented by Trustee Benelli does not provide all details. We also have to analyze how this proposal is going to affect the general funds, and we don't know that. We don't have those details. We do not have the cost analysis on this, and therefore for me, this is a no, especially trying to rush something without data, without adequate information to be put on for voters to vote on. So
Can I respond to that?
I'm getting the consensus, so let's get there first and then
Okay.
have a discussion. Do you want to change your answer?
No, I just wanted to add something I would like, also in addition to what Trustee Vicente says, there has been no kind of traffic study or anything else done on how it's going to affect the communities.
Thank you. Anthony, obviously you would be next, but it's your proposal, so I'm assuming you're yes. Trustee
Well, I would
Capozio.
like to explain my answer.
Well, we'll get to that during discussion, but for the purposes,
I'm sorry.
for the purposes of the consensus, it's your proposal.
They explain their position.
We're going to discuss it further after this. I'm trying just to get the
Okay,
consensus.
okay.
Nobody's listening to me to say
Okay.
yes or no,
Okay.
but I'm trying to just get the yeses or
Okay,
no's. Trustee
Oh, I'm a
Capozio.
yes, I'm a
I
yes.
figured that. That's why I'm going to go on to Trustee
Is
Capozio.
the consensus to gather the information? I'm confused of what we're...
Yeah, to delve into Trustee
It's just
Benelli's
for informational
proposal.
purposes.
Discuss it and then move forward quickly with getting it, either deciding to get it on the ballot or not.
Have the
Yes.
administration evaluate it.
Have the administration evaluate. And then we determine afterwards if we want to move forward with it, once we get the evaluation.
I don't even know if it's
I'm
feasible at
confused.
this juncture for administration two. These are the questions, so it seems like a lot of work at the last minute, but that's me. You want to do it or you don't want to do it right now? Right now.
I think I would like to look at the info and consider it. I don't know that put a time frame on it. I'm not really sure what we're asking right now, to be honest.
Specifically for the proposal that Trustee Benelli submitted, if you are willing to entertain that, and based on that, put a proposition on for this year's budget to move forward with it. That's what I'm asking you.
No,
That's what you're asking.
we're asking whether or not we want to let the administration to verify the
That's
numbers.
not what
and
you're
use-
asking. That is
I mean, right now we're
absolutely
voting
not
on
what
the
you're
numbers.
asking. That is absolutely not what you've been campaigning on Facebook for people to call me
Wait,
about.
what are we voting on? Now you got me.
You want your proposal considered for this budget cycle to put a proposition on this budget that is being voted on in May. That's what you're asking. That's what I'm asking everybody if they're willing to
I thought I
entertain.
started off by saying, I'm pretty sure I know what I said, and I'm pretty sure I said that, can we have the administration evaluate the proposal?
What it says here.
That is not what.
That's not what we, that's not the
No,
proposal.
no.
It's
Is that
not
what
what
I
your
said?
proposal says. And
Chris,
then-
is that what you heard? Did you hear me say something different than what I just said? They're quoting from what I wrote in an email. That's not what I said tonight.
Then what is this then? What am I doing here
Okay,
then?
so this is a proposal to give you the actual price quote, which is not going to change because it's a state contract. There's only one.
Where did we get this state contract from? Did you obtain it, Gerard? Who obtained this?
I did.
Can I interject?
Anyone can get it. Anyone can get it both from the state.
Go, please do.
Mr. Benelli, can I just ask a question so I can, by the time it comes to me, I can understand? Are you asking for the will of the board for the administration to look into securing school buses and us taking it over contracting, more specifically yours to get on the up-and-coming budget. That's what I think where the confusion is. So if it's, and I get you did a lot of work and I understand and appreciate you bringing it up, but truthfully, I am not going to take your research solely. I need the administration and the budget to go through. I am not going to just say, take your word and your evaluation and your research on, not that it's not worth anything, but I'm not just taking it that you,
Well, that's
why we pay, that's why we have superintendents and administration to look at it. So if you're solely asking if it's the will of the board to look into us taking care of transportation, then I stand differently.
With or
So-
without a time
It's to
constraint.
find out if the administration, tonight I'm just asking, was the will of the board to have the administration to look into my numbers?
Your
if they're
proposal,
accurate?
okay, so it's this
To
proposal.
verify the
Okay.
data, so that the board can actually vote on it, say next month or the month after.
Okay,
That's
so,
all.
okay.
It's a
But
research.
you want it done in a certain time frame.
No. I'm just.
You're
giving
striking
respect-
that
I'm just giving
portion?
respect that there are time barriers. That if we postpone it past like, April, we might not have time to put it on the ballot and all that. So we need to have the administration to evaluate the numbers, so Ms. Trustee Milagros to be comfortable with the numbers.
Okay.
So the consensus stays.
That's Trustee Vicente.
Oh,
Thank you
Trustee
very much.
Vicente, so Trustee Vicente.
So I'm going to ask again.
Wait,
Since-
may I just clarify something? I have the proposal in front of me, and it says placed on the May 2024 school ballot, Proposition 3.
I understand, but now he's saying that's not what it is. So,
Well, that was the email, but tonight, in the public forum, I'm asking for the board to just.
what exactly, all right. Do you want it to be handled in a fashion, if possible, to be done for this budget cycle and vote in May?
If the administration can do it, yeah. I'm
Okay,
asking.
because that's two different scenarios. So it's either you want us to entertain it in general when it's able to, or two, we want to push administration to do it now. Which is it?
I would like to have if we could save $2.7 million each year, I'd like the administration to expedite
got
the
let's-
process.
So, okay.
Okay.
Start with.
Do you have a question?
I just kind of, if we could break this up, I think it would be easier. Could we do a consensus on, should we look into transportation in general, and then do another consensus on
Will
the expedited?
so somebody else can bring that up? We gotta.
We're gonna wrap this one up first.
So
Okay.
that's not what's on the table.
Can administration do an expedited look into the data provided by you regarding bus transportation? Consensus. Trustee Vicente? No. Trustee Farrell? No. Trustee Benelli?
Yes.
Trustee Capozio?
Yes.
Trustee Grosso?
Yeah.
Vice President Cavallari?
So I'm a no because I'm a no.
And I'm also a no for an expedited review.
Okay.
Next, on the floor.
I have new business.
Oh,
I will now piggyback. Is it the will of the board for the administration to look into providing our own school bus service?
I didn't hear the last part.
Providing our own school bus service. Is it the will of the board, I'm putting it on the,
To provide our own school bus service. Trustee Vicente?
Yes, to look at an analysis on how we could do that if possible, yes.
Trustee Farrell? Yes. Trustee Benelli?
Yes.
Trustee Capozio? Yes. Trustee Grosso?
Yes.
Vice President Cavallari?
Yes.
And I'm also a yes on that.
That's
Okay,
something.
so I think we're understood here. While we're on the subject, I would just like to say that I can't sit on this school board and not be a proponent against bullying and call out bullying when it happens to me. And frankly, Trustee Benelli, that's exactly what you did to me online and through flyers. You tried to intimidate and bully me into getting your proposal on tonight. You let misinformation that I said a flat out no initially, then you changed your tune. Because I said, let's talk about it next month, which is basically pretty much what we're doing anyway. There was nothing preventing you from bringing it up during your business tonight, and everything you did was completely unnecessary and uncalled for, and was unacceptable to me. And you spoke your piece, and now I've spoken mine. And I just want you to know, I did not receive one message regarding your proposal. I did, however, receive a message from a woman very upset with the condition of the Long Island Railroad Station at Valley Stream. So if anybody here has a contact over there, she made some excellent points, and I'd like to give them to them, to let them know what's happening over there. Other than that, I didn't appreciate it, I don't like it, and I hope that my fellow trustees agree that it's inappropriate and behavior not becoming of a board member, because guess what? If it happens to me, it could happen to one of you next.
I'd like to respond to that.
No, you've said everything you needed to say
That was not
online.
bullying.
Absolutely
That's
not.
the job
Absolutely. Where's my
responsibility
cutoff
of the
button?
board
Absolutely not.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You don't get to tell me
You're
how
flat out
to feel.
wrong.
It was intimidation.
You're flat out wrong.
You're flat out wrong and you're out of order. We're moving on. Any other new business tonight? Any other new business? Last call. Recognition of visitors. I'd like to call up to the microphone. I am so sorry because I did this the last time. Miss Ula?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Carval or Jarval?
Jarval.
Jarval.
Just don't count the J, that's fine. I don't-
Don't count the J. Count the K.
Pretend like yes.
Over here.
There's a mic here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hello. First, I'd like to thank the board and the superintendent for the amazing pre-K program. My daughter is doing wonderfully there. I'm just coming to express concern about the size for kindergarten at Wheeler next year. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I know the numbers look good now, but we usually have a lot of add-ons. I know in my daughter's class there was almost 4 add-ons this year. So I just want to let the board know that we're concerned about class size next year. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, with that, then, oh, you have a question?
Do we know what the class sizes are now?
No, their enrollment's still happening.
You probably don't have it offhand, but
We don't have
Yeah.
the numbers because we don't ever know until everybody shows up.
I know, I'm
But
saying for this.
We're projecting, I think I included in the packet a slight uptick in the numbers, but just very small. We're actually currently only at 210 kindergarten students. So I think the next lowest number when we did the State of the District presentation was 225 students. So I anticipate that the numbers should be similar. And we did our projections based, because now that we have the pre-K program and it's, you know, everyone who wanted to get in this year was able to get a seat in the pre-K program. So we use the proportional numbers from pre-K against what the proportional numbers are for enrollment across the district to do the projections. But it is, you know, we do have students who show up at the last minute. Wheeler tends to have that more than the other buildings from my past history in the district. But, you know, we follow, like we do across the district, we follow the class size guidelines, and for kindergarten, it is 26, because we have the aide, we have an aide in those classrooms.
Any other questions? I need a motion to go back into executive session for board relations.
I make a motion to go back to exec.
Moved and seconded on the question. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you for joining us this evening.